Fleet and Sceptres, round 3 on tap here at the Tsongas Center. And man, the Fleet are sure happy to be home. After a trip to Minnesota and then Seattle, back to Minnesota, the Fleet are back in Lowell. Kristen Campbell will get start number 8 this year, and Coach Troy Ryan says that she's trending in the right direction, Gigi.
She is, and he mentioned when she's trending in the right direction, our team also follows suit and trends in the right direction.
22 saves her last time out at Ottawa. On the other side, Erin Frankel, a 4-3-1 record, has a 2.21 goals against average and a save percentage just a tick below .920. Frankel getting her start number 9 as Emma Soderberg got a start on the road trip as well. It'll be the captain, Blair Turnbull, against Shea Maloney in the face-off circle, and Toronto wins the opening face-off. We are underway. Thanks for joining us, whether you're watching on NESN or TSN. We thank you for tuning in. Game number 11 of the year for Boston, same for Toronto. Fleet with 12 points, and Toronto with 11 through the first 10 games. To the neutral zone it comes. This is Savannah Harmon, who's wearing number 15 after taking the number from a teammate. We'll have more on that later on. 15 is a number that Harmon has worn through most of her career. Puck bounces off a skate. Here comes Miller. Her shot is blocked. Megan Keller with nice defense.
And that was the product of a nice neutral zone quick up transition. That's what Toronto is extremely good at. So be aware if you're a Fleet fan for those quick transitions that you see.
Gigi, what do you think some things Boston needs to do tonight to get a win?
Well, speaking of that, Toronto is known for how good they are in the neutral zone. So if they can chip the puck or put the puck behind the defenseman for Toronto and put the pressure on them, they have an excellent forecheck and really put pressure on the opponent. So I think that would be a key for the Fleet. It's dangerous.
Rattray's centering feed goes all the way through. Picked up on the other side by Sid Morin. Morin had 2 goals against Ottawa, including the overtime game winner. 2-1 victory for the Fleet. Their last 4 games have gone to overtime. Entering the zone now. Here's a shot from the left side. Glove save Campbell.
Rattray doing a great job. Oh, it looks T. Shassel doing a great job taking the puck, trying to capitalize off of a quick change by Toronto and able to get a far side shot on Campbell.
Boston with the first 2 shots for the first couple minutes of this one. You heard Jamie Lee say in pregame, but Boston is back wearing their home green jerseys after wearing the road whites for much of their trip away from home. 6 straight games not in their primary home venue. They were technically the home team in the first game of the takeover tour at Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, but not a true home game. It's on the other side of the country. Here's Scamora. Scamora between the circles. Backhander goes just wide. Harmon almost was on the receiving end to tap it in.
And Haley Scamora is known for that. She's such a strong power forward. She's going to look to bring the puck to the net and drive in hard.
Toronto's last time out, they beat Ottawa 4-2. The game before that, lost a really close one at the Prudential Center in New Jersey against the New York Sirens, 1-0 in overtime. Head coach Troy Ryan told us before the game he's really happy with how the team's played, especially on the defensive end, over the last 4 to 5 games. They haven't quite gotten the results in that stretch, but the team is trending up.
And it's important to remember, it's not, yes, we're a results league, but trust the process, and they're committed to details. And I think once, as we saw last year, they tore it up in that 11-game stretch. Just stick to the details, stick to the process, and the results will follow.
Troy Ryan is the reigning coach of the year in the PWHL. They had 47 points in the regular season last year. No losses in overtime. They were a perfect 4-0 in OT, and they had 13 regulation wins to go with it. Keller tried to dump it in. It was stopped at the blue line by the Sceptres.
Only 15 goals scored in 12 goals scored for each. So it's a huge focus of theirs to come in and start creating those chances. And we saw that with Haley Skamura, her ability to roll off and get out from the boards into the center slot, the inner slot shot. Those are great chances.
This is Mueller. Mueller back to the top, and Pejshova. Her shot goes wide. Daniela Pejshova, the second-round pick. Played in the Swedish Professional League last year. She's a rookie from Czechia. This is Pejshova again, dishes it off this time. Shirley pulls and drags, shoots just wide. Boston getting some good ozone time as they're testing Campbell. Mueller gets it down deep behind their D like we talked about. Keller throws it back in front, but it's intercepted by Izzy Daniel. Daniel tries to flip the puck out of the zone, glove down by Maloney. Check that, it's Brandt. Brandt in front. Shot and a goal! They scored! Alina Mueller's first of the season! And the Fleet are on top.
You see her shaking her head. Huge relief as Alina Mueller is able to put the Fleet on the board. But I love this heads-up play by Hannah Brandt coming in, creating a turnover, picking the puck out of the air with her glove, and they go the other way. It doesn't allow, Toronto is not able to quickly transition and go to defense, and you see Mueller in a perfect position. Notice how she doesn't sneak in too tight to the goal. She stays back, allows for space for the puck to come from Hannah, who is such an intelligent player, great playmaker, to be able to put Alina's first goal of the season in the back of the net.
Came in her 10th game. Mueller was a star as a rookie. 16 points last year. 5 of those goals, 11 of them assists, as the Sceptres are offside.
I'm so proud of her. I mean, it's hard to go on a stretch that long when you're such a skilled player who is known for putting the puck in the net or creating offense for your teammates. So her ability to stick with it, not get discouraged, is key, and just keep playing the right way.
And you said it, Gigi, but that play and that goal was entirely set up by Hannah Brandt. Able to prevent Toronto from clearing, got down deep behind the goal line and tossed it in front to Mueller, who was able to cash it in. This one steered aside by Frankel on the opposite end, and the Fleet fans are happy that their home team is in front in the first 5 minutes. The goal comes at 4:27, 1 assist to number 20, Hannah Brandt. Mueller had a monster college career at Northeastern. He's a 3-time finalist for the Patty Kazmaier Award. 4-time first team All-Hockey East. And broke the Northeastern scoring record. How about this? 254 career points in college.
It's just incredible. I was able to watch her a couple times, and she is just off the charts for skill there, but she's translated really well to the professional level as well.
DiGirolamo's centering feed was broken up. Looked like Izzy Daniel again. Toronto's going to dump and change here. 6 minutes gone in the first. Alina Mueller, all smiles after her first of the season. Set up beautifully by Hannah Brandt. And the home team is on top early.
Coming back here, and don't forget those 6 games away, as David said, included a takeover tour game in Seattle. The team went to the Space Needle, got to throw the fish in the Pike Place fish market, all that good stuff. But a long road trip, but the team is so happy to be back home, back in their green jerseys, and David, I'm sure they're ready to make a statement here tonight.
No doubt, Natalie. They also had yellow overall walk-ins. The team coordinated and dressed like some of those workers at Pike's Place. Really got into the spirit of the area, of the city. Coach Courtney Kessel said it was a little rainy and overcast, but focus certainly wasn't on that. Streaking in now, here's a shot. Bounces up off of the stick of Megan Keller. Pejshova tries to keep it in quickly through the neutral zone. Here comes Sarah Nurse. Sarah Nurse gets it forward, and it's saved by Frankel.
Sarah Nurse doing an awesome job taking advantage. There was a defenseman who rushed. Megan Keller rushed for Boston, so that meant a forward was playing defense. And so Sarah Nurse had a great look, a one-on-one against another forward. Great hand-eye coordination from Nurse as well. That puck was bouncing, able to get it on her stick and test Frankel. Second shot of the night for the Sceptres. Toronto moves so quick through the neutral zone there as well, Gigi, and that's something Troy Ryan told us before the game, is that he believes his team's one of the best in the neutral zone. They're very good at puck movement and positioning, so Boston's really going to have to be good at their neutral zone's forecheck to try to stifle that and not allow the quick movement north. Fast, gets it out. Nice stick tap. That was Brandt again. She's been all over the place in this first period. If you're just joining us, Alina Mueller broke the scoreless tie at 4:27 with an assist from Brandt. It was Brandt's third helper of the year as she takes a big hit along the boards and gets back up. Brandt backhands it into the corner. Harmon surveys and picks it up. She's pushed into the boards for a moment by Pelkey. Here's Willoughby. Fourth line out there for Toronto. Harmon again deep to try to pick it up. Along the boards to Malte. Now Jesse Comfer in the corner. Comfer had an assist in the last game between these two teams. Frankel will cover up here. She notices that Mueller is behind her, so just a quick little touch of the puck gives it to Mueller for another shot on net. Sonia in her first game with Boston. Came over in a trade just a few days ago. Hannah Miller off of the end boards. Nice hustle by Rattray. Check that, it was Sonia. He's had a great shift. Sonia now threatens on the far side boards with some pressure. Picked up by Morin on the other end. She'll go behind goal and leave it for Emily Brown. Brown on the third defensive pairing tonight. 8th round draft pick in the 2023 draft. In front, looking for Brandt. Brandt still hacking at it. And it leaks out to the near side boards. Rattray back to the blue line. Kept onside. Shopsall in the corner. Tied up. Neubauer-Rovo is hacking at it. The rookie played in the SDHL as well as with Providence College in her graduate season. Nice poke by Boston. Here's Brandt. Hit at center ice. Laid on Shopsall. It was Maggie Connors with the physical play. A lot of speed from Daryl Watts. Watch out. Here's Watts. Watts shoots, and it's blocked up and out of play. Will bring us to another stoppage. Boston still leads by 1 thanks to Alina Mueller's first goal of the year. Frankel has been sharp so far. We also asked Troy Ryan before the game, how do you want to see your team come out and start the first period? And that was when he pointed to the play in the neutral zone. He said he wanted to see the team force some more turnovers and be strong on the forecheck as well, and use that transition skill to their benefit. Malte wins the face-off, but Peyshova able to pick it up in the corner. Big hit laid by Peyshova. He has 2 assists this year, possible breakaway. It's Hillary Knight. Hillary Knight on the left side, tries to bounce through, and it's flicked away by Campbell. Nice recovery by Toronto. I believe it was Comfer who was stride for stride with her all the way back. Tossed ahead to Bilka, who taps it at the red line. Corralled by Harmon. Harmon to Turnbull, trying to quickly play it through. And the Sceptres are offside. Talked about it at the top, just 1 point separating the Sceptres and the Fleet. This is how the 1 through 6 looks right now. Gigi, anything stand out to you? I think just the fact that there's 3 points at stake. I feel like that's just a point that cannot be underestimated, and you can't talk enough about that a regulation win is 3 points. So just getting on a win streak, just like Toronto did last year where they accumulated so many points, from simply winning in regulation. I mean, it's just it changes the game.
That's unique to the PWHL. 3 points for a regulation win, 2 points for an overtime win, 1 point for an overtime loss. Big hit late by Knight as she finishes her shift. Mueller runs into a teammate in Shirley, so Watts takes advantage. Throws it along to Nurse. Nurse enters back to Watts. Overskated for a moment. This one flipped it. Rebound is poked away. Nice job by Maloney helping out with the loose rebound. Maloney hustling down. Shirley into the corner. Jay Maloney, the center. Tried to get it to the left point. Too soft. Watts evades a hit. Got it deep where Daniels tries to pick it up. Izzy Daniel, pardon me. The reigning Patty Kazmaier Award winner, had a stellar college career at Cornell, was the Ivy Player of the Year and a first-team All-American last season. Maloney throws it deep, she'll come off. Going back to your point about regulation wins, Gigi, Boston playing in 4 straight overtime games. They won 2 and lost 2, but only 2 regulation wins in their first 10 games, and that's a big reason why they're 5th out of 6 right now.
It's just crazy to think that you're able to pick up so many more points just for closing the team out in the first 60.
Right. Something that Montreal and Minnesota have been able to do quite a bit. 5 and 6 regulation wins for those two respectively. Tape-to-tape passing as Woods tries to enter. Throws it deep. Frankel out from goal. Backhands it along to Rattray. Jamie Lee Rattray also looking for another goal. 1 goal this season. Keller. Swiftly along. And gets sandwiched along the boards. Ball's in her backside. No harm, no foul. Nice pass. Shot. What a save by Frankel. Rebounds loose. And Brown able to steer it away from trouble. Julia Gosling with the best look for the Sceptres. This is Nurse. Nurse off angle. Picks it up deep. Nurse has it. Throws it toward goal just wide.
A lot of time and space right there for Sarah Nurse. I think the Boston Fleet need to settle down a little bit. Take a look over their shoulder. Find who their player is and just lock in on that.
Just 1 goal in her last 8 games, but it's not for a lack of chances for Sarah Nurse. Centering feed is deflected to the end boards. Gigi, you and I were at that game between Toronto and New York down in New Jersey, and Nurse in that first line had so many good looks. This one's in front, and it stays out.
Yeah, they're a very talented line. It's really fun to watch them compete and play. They got speed, skill, and heavy shot to be able to finish a lot of pucks in the net.
Here's Turnbull streaking back in, and Frankel seals off the post. Turnbull tried to slip through, couldn't quite get a shot off. Shots now even, 6-6 through the first 16 minutes. Goal came back at 4:27 from Alina Mueller, assisted by Hannah Brantz. An even strength goal for Boston, their 22nd goal of the year, averaging 2.1 goals a game heading into tonight, surrendering 2.5. Here's Monroe. Monroe off the boards to herself. DiGirolamo runs her into the glass. Possible trip there. Arms stay down. Susanna Toppany hit the ice. Toppany time for the team leading goals with 4. She and Hillary Knight are first on the Fleet in that category. Gosling. Now Knight. Knight tried to get it out, couldn't. Harmon able to glove it down. Harmon left side. Nice job by Mueller running it into the corner. 3 minutes to go in the first. Feet up top, this one deep. And a save by Frankel. All the way down to Campbell on the other end.
Nice pressure by Toronto. Their ability to forecheck, stay above pucks, and really put some quality chances on Erin Frankel.
Maloney runs Miller into the boards. Toronto trying to get it out. Boston wants to mow zone time back as Toronto now leads in the shots category. To the left side, thrown in, deflected wide. Shirley picks it up and looks back to Brown. Brown deep to Shirley. Shirley throws it in front to Mueller. Couldn't get on it. This one for Morin from the right point. Extra pass and they score! Emily Brown finishes it off. Boston up 2-zip.
Boston defenders jumping in the play. You love to see this, getting in the action. And again, Coach Ryan wanted to have better puck management, but unfortunately it comes on their stick. Quick pass up. Sid Morin, nice shot. Ends up rebound net front. Brownie gets a goal. And so again, a turnover leads to a great chance. As you see the spinorama move, great heads-up play by Mueller to not spin and shoot, but know that she has an open teammate behind her. As you see her, just another look at that. And Brown just net front. Again, her ability to jump into the rush. We've seen Megan Keller jump in the rush, and Sid Morin with a great point shot.
How about the game from Elena Mueller? Came into this game with 1 point in her first 9 games of the season. She has a goal and an assist in the first period. Monroe tries to step up. Toronto finds themselves in an early 2-goal hold. Offside. Morin gets her second assist of the year after a great game against Ottawa. Had 2 goals, including the overtime game winner. This Boston team is clicking early in their return to the Tsongas Center. If you missed it at the start of the broadcast, this is Boston's first home game since December 17th, before Christmas, against Ottawa. And they won their last 2 true home games. 3-2 to the Charge and 4-2 against the Sirens. Trying to extend that winning streak at Tsongas Center to 3. And they're off to a good start. Frankel has 8 saves on 8 shots on goal. And a couple costly turnovers and opportunistic plays from Boston have made the difference in the first. Toronto's defense has been their undoing in some of their losses as Maloney streaks in on the right side. Her shot's blocked aside. Shirley picks it up. Sceptres are surrendering 3.4 goals per game in losses and 1.6 goals per game in wins. Here's Nurse. Tries to get it ahead. Put it too far, and Frankel says, get it out of here. Throws it to the corner. Less than 30 left in the first. Rush the other way. Maloney comes in. Tries to get around the corner on Flanagan. Instead goes to the end boards. Comes away for Nurse. Keller picks it up. And she's content to run it out. A goal early in the first, a goal late in the first. Boston out shooting Toronto 9-8 in the first 20 minutes. Mueller and Brown are happy to be home. Mueller gets her first of the season. Brown does as well. And a Fleet lead, 2-0. These are the stats from the first period. Boston with a slight lead in shots on goal, slight lead in scoring chances. Toronto's been great at the face-off dot, and Boston has gotten in the way of some of those Toronto shots as well. You heard Sarah Nurse talk with our rinkside reporter Natalie Norrie at the end of the first. She said the chances are there, but she wanted to see the team find the shots on goal a little bit earlier in the period than they did. Sceptres win the opening draw of the second. We're off and running in the middle frame with Natalie Norrie and Gigi Marvin. I'm David Korzenowski. Producer tonight is Casey Carter. This one's thrown in front. Frankel has to make a quick save. Another face-off won by the Sceptres. Nurse tries to poke at it, but it's picked up by Toppany. Susanna Tapani from Turku, Finland, has played with the Finnish national team and won a bronze twice at the Olympic Games, most recently in 2022. She was in addition to Boston last year in a trade. Originally was on Minnesota. And boy, Boston has loved having her. One of the highest scorers on the team last year. Had 13 points.
And so reliable defensively as well. She's just strong on her stick.
Faceoff comes back the other way as Turnbull will take the draw here. She has 64 faceoff wins heading into this game, winning 48% of her draws. Risker in front, rebound, and Turnbull is stood up by Frankel. Tempers flaring as Skamora jabs at Tapani after the whistle. Turnbull had a great chance on the rebound.
And a little turnover as the puck bounced off Peshava's stick to Skamura, who's had a solid game for Toronto. And you see her go net front. Heavy shot Kaylee Skamura has. And again, go to the net, drive the net hard for rebounds. And that's exactly what her line mates do on that shift.
Hot start for Toronto here. They've won most of these faceoffs and had a lot of ozone time, which is something one of their leaders, Sarah Nurse, highlighted at the end of the first. Brandt throws it in front, and nice job by the backtracking Bernard. Fell down to the ice, but was able to block the pass. Brandt has been great, an assist on the first goal. Here's Brown, she shoots, and it hits off the back of Brandt. Brown will throw it deep and come off. Lauren Gable in the fourth line on for Boston. Here's Turnbull, gains the zone, swerves to the left side. They'll play it off of the corner boards, and it's picked up by Woods. Woods back to the point. Thrown deep by Harmon. Harmon races after it, Woods again. Pushed up against the boards by Agia. Lexi Agia wore number 8 last year. She now wears number 88. Woods takes a hit from Agia. Agia also came over in a trade. Was originally with PWHL Ottawa. Then PWHL Ottawa, now the Ottawa Charge. Was traded for Cheyenne Darkangelo, who's been great with Ottawa in about a season and a half. Smacked by Pelkey. She can't get it out of the zone. Toronto doing a much better job on the forecheck.
Yeah, leading the way was Emma Malte on that. Just so strong on her stick, fighting and battling, being able to keep the puck in the zone. And
head coach Troy Ryan says Emma Malte is at her best when she's annoying to play against. Also has her on the third line as a center because she's so good at the faceoff dot.
yeah, I like that move because it provides a little more depth down the middle and makes it very hard to play against.
Miller tries to get it out from the boards, comes back to Mueller. Centering feed from behind, goal. And Daniel couldn't get it on Frankel. Kept in, fast, throws it deep, it's loose! Somehow it stays out! Trickles past the near post. Watts was closest to it. Glove by Frankel. And the crowd rises to their feet.
This line is what is going to get it started for Toronto. Just excellent work. As you see, Izzy Daniel and Daryl Watts comes around, tries to feed it inside, can't quite get it, but great puck retrieval by Sarah Nurse. And watch how Sarah Nurse stays up high. She's staying high in the slot as Boston defenders are kind of puck watching, and she at the tail end that had a nice opportunity in the high slot for a good shot on Frankel.
Huge shot from McKinnon goes high. Backhand shot, saved by Frankel. Another look right by the blue paint. Turnover, snapshot, Frankel makes the save. Whistle came early as it leaked out to the far side. And And the Sceptres piling up the shots. They're now +6 in shots on goal. Boston +2 in goals.
Autographs and photos, and the team got to drop the puck for the championship game with some current Fleet players who, of course, are alums of the Beanpot School. So cool to see that shot there with captains Taze Thompson, Tamara Jaquinto, and to show some more love to the Sceptres, defender Megan Carter, an alum from Northeastern, Jesse Comfer, a BU alum. I'm sure they were keeping tabs on last night, too.
No question, Natalie. 4-team tournament between Harvard, BU, BC, and Northeastern played every year. And in the last 2 seasons, the women's championship and consolation games have been at TD Garden for the first time ever. There are 18 Beanpot champs who play in the PWHL. Such a staple and a beloved tradition here in Boston. Nice pass. This one's just wide. Bernard, shot from the left side. And we have a penalty. First of the game comes almost midway through the second period, and it looks like Toronto will go on the advantage. The defender, Daniela Pejova, sits for 2 minutes. Holding is the call. This power play is brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towels. Power through tough messes. Toronto converting on 20% of their power plays this year. Boston has a great kill, killing 86.7%. They've only allowed 5 power play goals all year. Morin tries to smack it out. So does Brandt, but it's gloved down by Scamora. Scamora, nice backhand pass over to Harmon. Harmon takes her time, passes to her right, Turnbull. Turnbull looks for a lane, goes in front, puck pops up, and it comes out.
Great clear by Boston Fleet. Their sticks are on the ice, taking away lanes as Turnbull tried to go in and snap it to Scamora down low, but they just weren't able to get a shot off.
Good pass, extra feed to Flanagan. Flanagan throws it back toward the corner of the blue line where Harmon is. Left side, this one takes a weird bounce and it's punched away by Frankel. Flanagan steps up, throws it deep. Keller plays it off of the boards, gets to it. Possible shorthanded opportunity. Here's Keller, feet to Rattray under her stick. Boston almost had their first shorty of the year. Now Toronto tries to rush forward. This is Turnbull still, long shift for her. She takes a big hit along the boards, and it comes out. Toronto's got to get on sides. Puck wasn't tapped by the Sceptres, though. Shopsaw bounces through. And Fast retrieves. Miller into the corner. 14 seconds left on the Pejova minor for a hold. Comes out to Fast. Fast, a lot of space, feet down low. What a save, Franco! Jesse Comfer on the doorstep. Couldn't beat 31 in green. That does it for your power play. Some great chances for the Sceptres. Fast deep, one-timers blocked. Although Boston killed successfully, Toronto definitely with some momentum after the power play, and they've played well here in the second period.
And Toronto taking advantage of 3 defenders on the ice since Pejova came out of the box and hasn't been able to change and get a forward on.
Backhanded forward by Gosling. More ozone time for the Sceptres. They now lead in shots 18-9. Connors now in front. Frankel covers up. Another whistle.
Look at the first chance on the power play. I love this self-pass. Megan Keller so smart. Gets around the players. Goes on a 2-on-1 with a back check. Not able to convert as she tried to feed it to Rattray across. Would have been a great short-handed goal, but look at this. All the time in the world, Jessie Comfort waiting, but Erin Frankel slides over, takes full advantage of the time and space that she is given, and nice save.
This is Boston's starring goal, 5-time champ with Team USA at the World Championships. Was the Patty Kazmaier Award winner in college as well. She's been phenomenal. Comfort, another shot, another save by Frankel. 72 save percentage in a playoff series. She was unbelievable.
Absolutely unbelievable. She was, I mean, I almost didn't want the playoffs to ever end because it was so enjoyable watching this incredible athlete compete.
They almost didn't end. You went to overtime for 5 periods.
True story, yes. It was epic. I've never been a part of something like that ever in my hockey career.
Turnbull is going to get whistled for a penalty. Looks like it'll be a cross-check for her hit on Hillary Knight, and Boston will have their first chance on the power play. It's been an exciting second period. No goals yet, but Boston still leads 2-0. Well, a couple special teams opportunities, one after another. Toronto with some great chances on the first power play. Now Boston will have their first chance on the woman advantage. Face-off win for the Fleet. Team that's been really good on the power play this year. Best power play percentage in the league, converting at 25%. They have 7 power play goals. Toronto on the other side has killed 71% of their penalties. Here comes Bilka. Bilka leads the league in points on the power play. 2 goals, 3 assists when Boston's a woman up. This power play is brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towels. Power through tough messes. Streaking through, left behind. What a save, Campbell! A blast from Pelkey, steered aside by Kristen Campbell. Keller has it from straight away. Tosses to Bilka. Bilka, what a feed! Shot is deflected and goes wide. Bilka somehow threaded the needle. Went circle to circle. Bilka now steps up. She's got so much speed. Tries a centering feed. Hits off of a leg and goes down the other way.
Speed, so true. Not only in that first chance of her driving the middle and pushing the defender back, but also how fast was that pass across? I don't think anyone in the building knew that she was passing across. Just great deception.
One of the youngest players on the team. Bilka's just 23 years old. But experience beyond her years. Scored the game-winning goal in the national championship last year. A 1-0 win for Ohio State over Wisconsin. That was after a 4-year career at Boston College. Now playing for a hometown team of sorts in the Boston Fleet. She grew up in Montpelier, Vermont. Stepping up Harmon. Harmon shorthanded. 4 seconds left, 3, 2, and that does it. Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Here comes Mueller. Mueller looks back, presses pause. Puck bounces over to Morin. Morin checks over her shoulder, throws it deep as the team goes for a change. Saulnier's back on there. Comes away with the puck here in her first game. Squirts out, shot, and a glove save by Campbell. And some of these scrums after the whistle and by the goalies have gotten increasingly heated as this second period ticks on.
Yeah, the explosiveness of Jill Saulnier coming off the bench, taking a great angle on fast, and being able to strip the puck and dish it to Hannah Brandt coming in. Oh, Hannah is so good at going glove side, but Campbell ready for the occasion and steps out on top of her crease.
How about Saulnier, the new teammate, with some extra help after the whistle? We got another penalty here as well. Yeah, they're going to be equaling minors here.
And so to be able to just kind of blow the whistle dead, put 2 players in the box, and just even them up as far as penalties, I think it's a good call.
Our linespersons tonight are Sean Oliver and Matthew Tynan. The referees are Amanda Tassoni Damian Figueroa. No penalties in the first period, 4 minors here in the second. We have 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Face off one by the Fleet. Mueller tried to get it past Watts, no dice. Mueller steps up along the boards, leaves it behind for DiGirolamo. DiGirolamo has space on the left side. Watch out, here's Sarah Nurse. She's all alone, has Daniel to her left. Nurse, feed, behind her. Couldn't find Daryl Watts, a 2-on-none. And Toronto doesn't get a shot off. Missed opportunity for the Sceptres. By far the best breakaway opportunity of the night for either side. Watts' shift isn't over though. Here she comes. Watts gets between the circles, has it, throws it across, and deep to the opposite corner. 1:06 left on the matching minors to Jill Saulnier and Renata Fast. Some extra space to work with. Not quite 3-on-3 like we see in OT, but 4-on-4. Gigi, how familiar is that for players playing 4-on-4?
It's nice, to be honest, because you have more space, you have more ability to work together.
Top Anita, Bilka. Bilka shoots, and it's saved by Campbell. Comfort ran into the boards by Bilka. "20 seconds left in this 4-on-4. A lot of speed from Malte. Malte shoots. Puck is blocked and gloved by Frankel.
Here's Sid Bard at the top, just isn't able to hang on to it, and off to the races goes Sarah Nurse. She takes a look, just overplays the puck, couldn't get it across to Daryl Watts as the puck rolls on her a little bit and kind of goes off the heel of her blade. But as Hannah Bilka, other end, comes in, tries to flip it over the Campbell's shoulder, but just cannot quite convert.
Off of the face-off, a quick save from Erin Frankel. 7 seconds left in this 4-on-4. Toronto dominating in shots here in this second period. 12-4 for the Sceptres. But they have not cashed in yet. Those last 7 seconds tick off. Saulnier and Fast are out of the box. Both will stay on. Saulnier gets it. Left side, tried to tap it ahead to Maloney. Warren now. Monroe. Warren keeps it in the O-zone for the Fleet. Less than 5 minutes left in this second period. Both of our goals came in the first. Alina Mueller at 4:27 with the assist from Hannah Brandt. And Emily Brown at 17:48, assist from Mueller and Morin. Less than 5 minutes left in this second period. We'll be back for the close of the second after this.
Will take a seat in the boxes. We'll take a look at Toronto's second power play of the night.
Their power play has been a lot different on the home games versus road games. At home, they are 4 for 16. That's 25% on the power play. On the road, just 1 for 10. This power play is brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towels. Quick face-off won by the Sceptres. Here's Nurse. Nurse shoots. Oh, it went off the post and stays out. Boston clears, quickly retrieved by the Sceptres. Fast can't handle it, throws it up ahead to Watts. Watts runs into Morin. Boston hopes some more time after they're cleared. Here's Comfort. Sceptres are offsides.
Look at Sarah Nurse up top. If she gets the feed from Fast, she's trying to go back door to Watts, but look at that. As as the puck comes across, it nails off of Brown's skate and redirects and hits the pipe. Wow. So close to Toronto putting one in the back of the net.
It's a game of inches, as they say, and Sarah Nurse has been mighty close over the last few games. Watts fires high. There you see the shots this period. There's a big hits late in the corner. Fast absorbs it well. Here's Miller. Miller at the top of the left wing circle, throws back to Fast. Fast has 8 assists on the year. Tied for second in the league. Miller gets it back. Her shot's blocked. Bueller does a nice job stepping up. They find Watts on the right side. Watts shoots, and it's blocked by Keller. Watts still with it. Less than a minute left on this power play. Just under the stick of Nurse. Nurse back to the right point. Fast. Miller shoots. Glove save, Frankel.
Good puck movement on the outside by Toronto. Their ability to go from stretch the puck play wide. And Hannah Miller, we touched on in the open, such a strong, heavy shot. Dangerous on the power play, but that one was from pretty far away, and Erin Frankel saw it the whole way.
Boston wins the face-off. They'll be able to clear here. Gigi, having played in the league last year, I imagine that's something that's on the scouting report, or players who have a heavier shot that you have to be aware of that can shoot from the points.
Absolutely, and goaltenders pay attention to that. Goaltenders know exactly who's coming down and where their sweet spots are, where they're aiming. And on the flip side, shooters have a scouting report for goalies as well.
Deflected just wide off of Scamora's skate. Nice job by Harmon to set that up. She gets it back to Savannah Harmon to the left circle. Pass across is poked away. Nice job by Saulnier, who's been all over the place in her first game with the Fleet. Toronto has had a strong period. They haven't been able to score though. Turnover in the neutral zone. Rattray backhands it deep. Agia has it now. McKinnon to the far side. Nice outlet. This is Woods. Woods gains the zone. We'll throw it along the boards where Izzy Daniel retrieves. Poked away by the Fleet. Active stick from Sydney Bard. Bard, a 4th round pick for the Fleet in last year's draft. Graduate of Colgate. Toronto's had 8 scoring chances this period. Some golden opportunities, including a 2-on-none breakaway. Nice effort by Gosling to keep it in. Goes all the way around. Morin throws it along. Far side board, Shirley's there. But Bernard keeps it for the Sceptres. And went behind goal, 15 seconds left. Can Boston make something happen? Bilka. Boston for a moment. Miller steps through, absorbs a hit. And we hit the end of the second period. We'll bring you intermission coverage when we return. Boston leads at the end of 2-0. Top line out there for Boston. Susanna Toppany, Hillary Knight, and Hannah Bilka. Second line out there for Toronto. Blair Turnbull, Jesse Comfer, and Haley Scamora. Here's a great chance. Turnbull all alone, streaks in. Frankel makes the stop. Somehow it stays out. We had a monster hit on the other side. Keeling over as she comes back is Jesse Comfer. Gigi, you had eyes on that on the far side boards. A big hit behind the breakaway.
Yeah, that was a huge hit. I'm so glad that Jesse Comfer was able to skate off on her own accord. I almost missed that chance at the other end because I was so busy focused on Comfer.
A lot of open ice to start this third. Mueller's shot is saved by Franco. Pardon me, it's Campbell. And the rebound leaks wide. In front, Maloney. She scores! It trickles 5-hole. Boston's up 3-0.
Maloney with her second goal of the season. See Alina Mueller so strong tonight, taking a head fake to looking over her shoulder. Who's open? And that is Shea Maloney coming down the slot. Great backhand dish. And just a little touch pass. It looked like she was trying to go to Soph Shirley, but ends up squeaking through Campbell's legs on just like a little direction. Great job to put the Fleet up 3-0.
Maloney, the 6th round pick who played in the Swedish Professional League before starting her PWHL career. Was in college last season as well. Had a graduate season at Quinnipiac University after 4 years at Brown. Was fantastic at Brown. Playing at the Meehan Auditorium. 86 games with the Bears, 49 career points with Brown University, was a 3-time team MVP and a captain her senior season. Mueller with the assist on Maloney's goal ties her career high in points. She has 3 tonight. A goal and 2 assists for number 11 in green. She came into this game with just 1 point on the year. I have a feeling she's going to make up for lost time here, Gigi.
Yeah, this is exactly what Boston Fleet fans want to see, and I was excited about actually coming to the game. And someone would say, hey, who do you want to see have a breakout game? Hands down, it would have been Alina Mueller.
Rattray, a nice feed just under the stick of Shopsaw. It's loose on the near side boards. Morin is pushed off of it. McKinnon will come off as Brandt picks it up behind Frankel. Boston with their largest lead of the night. They're up by 3. Milka couldn't touch it at red line, and it's icing. Milka all alone fighting against some white jerseys. Toppany somehow gets it out, tries to find Knight. Knight had it poked away. After no goals in the second period, Boston strikes early in the first. Goal came just 58 seconds into this final period. Here's Knight. Knight from a sharp angle. Goes across the crease and through. Campbell stayed put. Knight shoots. Just deflected wide. Bard down low. Bilka backhand feed. It's still loose. Knight can't put it home. Knight still behind goal, hacking at it. Toppany will reset to the top to Bard. Bard passes to her left. DiGirolamo steps up all the way through, in front. Hits off of a stick and bounces to the neutral zone.
Excellent shift. Boston has wanted to work their forecheck below the goal line, take advantage of all the space in the Tsonga Center ice behind the net, and they did an excellent job catching players off guard from Toronto who were a little bit puck watching and more sunk into the middle of the ice.
Quick passing from the Fleet here. Toronto turns them over, trying to get it out. Dangerous play by Flanagan. Spinning around right in front of goal. She's able to clear successfully. Boston gets it right back in. Warren Gable's out there with the 4th line for the Fleet. Here comes Malte. Malte will go to the right side. Drops it off behind, off of the post, it stays out. Flanagan with a beautiful look, and Toronto hits the pipe for the 2nd time tonight.
Here's a look at those Boston chances off a turnover. Hillary Knight brings it in, tries to slide it again, 5-hole. But again, look at this, left of your screen, Hannah Bilka, a little spinorama. Notice Toppany between the legs tries to dish that puck, and here's a shot of Callie Flanagan, far pipe and out. That's 2 on the night for Toronto.
Flanagan is from Burlington, Massachusetts. 2 of her 4 goals this year have come against Boston. You can tell this game means a little bit more to her as Amanda Pelkey will sit for 2 minutes for a delay of game. She threw the puck up and out of play. And the refs blow the whistle. Great chance for Toronto. This is another Royal Tiger towel power play. Fast. Hit off of a stick and stays wide. Watts now in front. Sharp angle goes high and out of play. A punch save with that stick hand. And Comfort has been stood up a couple times by Boston's goalie. Nice clear here. Brandt tries to step around and threaten for a shorthanded opportunity. They might have another though. Stepping through, Rattray is stripped by Renata Fast. Boston getting aggressive on this PK, stepping up. Watts, her pass is deflected by Brandt. Spinning around Miller. Miller forwards to her knees by Brandt. Turnbull runs her up into the boards. Nice job by Toronto, preventing another clear. Deep by the end line. Gosling now reaches out. Turnbull stands the puck up on the far side boards. Less than a minute left in Toronto's third true power play. Boston's been called for 4 penalties, but remember, we had those matching minors in the second. Gosling. Now Harmon. Down deep, Gosling. Beautiful feed. No shot there. This one thrown in and tipped high off of the stick of Harmon. Flanagan had another good look on the left side. Harmon gets it back, goes to Flanagan. One-timer in front, tapped wide by Gosling. The puck will not go in for the Sceptres. 10 seconds left. Gosling shoots, another save by Frankel. Behind goal, penalty runs out. Harmon shot is blocked. Gosling back deep, pad save Frankel. She is on fire. Toronto's power play has 9 shots on the night. They haven't scored. Frankel another save. She got a piece of it. McKinnon with the most recent chance. This will be icing. And another ozone face-off coming for the Sceptres. This is Harmon. Her backhand shot runs into traffic. Pelkey tries to get it out. Toronto will take as much ozone time as they can. Fast steps up. Nice job by Pelkey harassing her. Brown has it deep. Boston desperate to get this puck out. Pelkey able to get it to the neutral zone. Rattray runs into Fast. Gives her a little extra push as the Fleet go for a much needed change. Boston offsides there. And it'll bring us to a timeout. Aaron Frankel's on fire. Don't go anywhere.
Gigi, this three-point night has to do numbers for her confidence playing wing.
Absolutely. And what's interesting is, I mean, she's so dialed into the details. When she was center, she'd have Patrice Bergeron, who's so kind. He'd come on the ice with us after practice or before and just work with her on her draws. And now that she's been flipped to wing, you can imagine just at the pregame skate and at the skate, she just, hey, how can I take more passes up the wall and practice, like breaking out as a winger? How can I do better coming down the lanes? And she just has fit in smoothly, and that's what you love if you're a coach, to have such adaptability with your players.
Gigi, Natalie, it's a great point. Mueller played center for all of her college career. Played with Chloe Arar and Maureen Murphy, both of whom are also in the PWHL. She played a little bit of wing last year, but certainly still getting used to that left side. And she's done great here tonight. This puck goes high. Mueller's assist in the first period was particularly gorgeous. A spinning backhand pass to Emily Brown was able to cash it in. Also assisted Sophie Shirley's goal. So that goal is officially changed to Sophie Shirley. Shea Maloney still gets a point though. He gets an assist. Peshova, pardon me. On the near side boards, Keller Passes to Toppany. Puck bounces toward Campbell, and Boston will have some more ozone time here. Knight took a hit from McKinnon. Knight slaps this down with her stick. Can't settle the puck, though. To the right point, it bounces back to Keller on the left side. Turnbull with it. Agia takes it away. Brown now scored the second goal of the game. Gets it to the neutral zone. We had one goal here in the third. Came from Sophie Shirley less than a minute in to this final period. First two goals came in the first. Malte, right side. Tries to cut it back in. Throws it toward Frankel. And she pads it aside. Toronto now plus 11 in shots. Out shooting Boston 21-9 over the second and third periods. Frankel with a .221 goals against average and a .917 save percentage, helping those numbers here today. Morin tries to backhand it out, kept in by Woods. Woods deep. Gosling behind goal. Thrown against the boards by DiGirolamo, and Morin's able to jar it free. Puck goes end over end where Monroe gloves it down. This is Flanagan. Flanagan's shot's blocked. Goes high off the glass. Shea Maloney now. Pass intercepted. Rattray reaches out. Possible 3-on-2. Here comes Mueller. Mueller left side. Mueller loses the puck. And Maloney falls down. Peyshova makes a nice move. Gets it deep. Shirley throws it back to Mueller. Mueller to Peyshova. Peyshova's shot is blocked. Watch out. Here comes Gosling. Gosling all alone on the breakaway. She shoots. Another save, Frankel, and make it 2. Back-to-back stops on the breakaway as Frankel's stellar night continues. She's up over 30 saves. Cheers of Frankel coming out from the Sangha Center faithful. Thrown across the goal crease. Frankel had to drop down. No save made there. Boston in comfortable positions. Game's not over yet, though. 8 and change left in regulation. Boston's looking for their first win of the year against these Toronto Sceptres. 2 of Toronto's 3 regulation wins came against Boston, both by multiple goals. Bard swings it to the left side. This puck comes in toward Campbell, who makes the save. Knight in the corner. Now Willoughby trying to get it out. Fourth line against first line right now.
Great F3. Awesome forecheck. I mean, F1's on the puck. F2 and 3 are hanging back, and they're above the puck, able to jump in and keep the puck in. Just like, it's so excellent, this puck moving on the outside.
Bard's shot hits off of a leg and goes to the boards. Toronto getting desperate here. Another minute comes off the clock. Here's Brandt. Brandt spins, leaves it back. Shot saved! Agia with a great look. Rattray gains the zone on the left side. Passes back trying to find Brandt, and does. Now Rattray deep. Bernard wins the race to the puck. Outlets to Miller. Miller tries to bounce off the boards to herself. Stood up by Keller.
Strong defensive play by Megan Keller. Way to go. Stay up on the line and just to not allow them to come in.
3-0 Boston in their return to the Saugus Center for the first time since December 17th. Boston has not had a regulation win since then. They had 2 overtime wins. Maloney, who was in on the most recent goal, gets credit with the assist early. Maloney runs into Just going to say that, Gigi. That second line has been awesome tonight. Sophie Shirley on the right side, Alina Mueller on the left, and Shane Maloney. Hannah Brandt is on the line with them. She's usually on the third line, but has come on a little bit early here and there. And Boston is feeling good with 5 minutes and 17 seconds left in this one. Brown gets blown past, shot, and they score! Blair Turnbull! Her backhander beats Frankel, and the Sceptres are on the board!
Huge goal. The captain for Toronto, Blair Turnbull, getting her team on the board. And we've talked all night, the neutral zone, the speed kills. Callie Flanagan, excellent job driving wide, goes around Emily Brown, dishes it. Look at that backhand little roofer, redirector by Blair Turnbull as a right-hander coming in the middle slot. Excellent job redirecting it past Erin Frankel to put Toronto on the board with 1 goal tonight.
Callie Flanagan on that right side turned on the Jets. She got past Boston's defender and was able to send across that beautiful centering feed to Blair Turnbull, who made no mistake. Toronto has life here with 5 minutes to go, and they break Frankel's shutout. Frankel was so close to her first of the season. It'll have to come another day. This one bounces past Frankel and wide. Came from Flanagan again. Turnbull now moments after scoring. Gosling, her feet to the slot, goes past Comfer. Good to see Jessie Comfer back out there after she took a big hit at the very start of the third period. Didn't see much of her in this period. She's well enough to play. Nurse pops it to the opposite corner. Toronto still needs 2 to extend this game. Boston still wants 3 points. It would be their 3rd regulation win of the year. Nurse gains the zone with McKinnon. Boston quickly gets it back. Maloney all alone. Maloney shoots. Extra chance poked away by Campbell. Got forward by Mueller, making it tough on Toronto to clear the zone. This one hits off of the skate of Peshova. Now Shirley. Shirley centering feed off of the outside of the goal. Pops up and free. Mueller evades Watts. Saved by Campbell. Keller now circles behind. Megan Keller. Big shot. Runs into traffic from Alina Mueller at the blue line. Doesn't often shoot from there.
Keep an eye out for the Toronto goaltender to pull the net and try to, less than 3 minutes in the game, you got to expect it to come soon.
Harmon tries to bounce it off the boards, but it's stopped by Saulnier. Saulnier had a great second period in particular. Again, this is her first game with Boston after coming over days ago in a trade for Taylor Girard. The second trade in the league and first for Boston. Topping it, able to get it out to Knight. Knight one-on-one with Fast, two of the best in the world. Knight crashing in left side, and the net's dislodged. Campbell made the save. Welcome back, less than 2 minutes to go. Toronto still trying to come back in this one, but time is running out. Just less than 100 seconds to go as Keller has it on the right point. Fans of the shot. Tapped up ahead and too strong for Gosling. Frankel, who's had an exceptional night out from goal. She's made 32 saves on 33 shots. Empty net for Campbell, as an ozone faceoff will come for the Sceptres. The net is empty. 6 skaters out there for Toronto. It'll be Sarah Nurse, one of the best in the league, to take the faceoff. She wins the draw. Fast has it on the left side. Fast thrown into the boards, a physical play by Peshova. Toronto still with it. Fast throws it towards goal. Pad save, Frankel. Add another to the tally. Just a minute left. Fast and Turnbull, the only goal scorer for the Sceptres. Fast to the open side of the ice. Thrown in by Harmon. Turnbull tries another shot. And it goes wide to the corner. Keller taps it along the end boards. Saulnier there. Toronto fighting for it. Keller looking for which way to go. Falls to a knee. Gets back up. Toronto with the puck. Here's Harmon. Harmon to the right wing circle. Pad save, Frankel. Stops Sarah Nurse. 30 seconds left. Saulnier tried to beat out the ice and couldn't quite get there.
I like that decision because sometimes the goalies aren't ready for it. They're thinking you're going to pass it off or go to a different high danger chance, but no, she catches her by surprise. Doesn't even catch Erin Frankel by surprise.
Brandt against Nurse. It's Brandt who wins the draw this time. Keller able to step past one of the Sceptres. This will bounce all the way down. And Toronto gives up another from the other end of the ice. Megan Keller makes it 4-1.
Listen to the crowd just erupt. The Boston Fleet plays so well, and this starts by the huge face-off win by Hannah Brandt, and Megan Keller, great hands, pulls it inside, takes a shot, deflects off Callie Flanagan's stick into the empty net to ice this win. Take another look at it as it rolls down, and the Boston Fleet are up 4-1.
The empty netter is Boston's 4th goal of the night, Keller's 3rd of the season. 14.2 left, and Boston is going to walk away with 3 points in their 3rd regulation win of the year. They'll move to 3, 2, 2, and 4. Toronto, despite outshooting Boston, will suffer their 6th regulation loss of the year. Welcome home to the Boston Fleet. Once again, from the Saugus Center, our final score is the Boston Fleet 4, the Toronto Sceptres 1. For our producer, Casey Carter, director Tim DeRoyne, graphics Pete Soros, and the rest of our great crew, as well as Natalie Norrie and Gigi Marvin. I'm David Korzanowski saying so long, and thanks for watching another great edition of PWHL Hockey. Boston, back in the regulation win column.